as with the last podcast, we are going to get into something very important, Josh.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we need to figure out.
Let's set the scene.
Let's set the scene.
You are going to something very, very important.
Yes.
What is the most important event that you need to get to? Tell me, like, what is it? Is it wedding day? Is it graduation?
You're talking like the highest pressure day.
Yeah, like when you are needing to get a ride somewhere and you're like, ooh, or is it like it's the morning in Vegas and you just finished the bender, like you've had the all night craziness and you ate all the chili burgers and stuff. But you are in the situation where, like, what's the highest situation where you need to get somewhere and you're going to call a driver?
I'm about to give an inspirational speech.
You're doing a TEDx talk.
I'm doing a TEDx talk.
TEDx, too.
And
not TED.
And last time I was about to do it, but I got sick right before.
Okay.
And they said, you know what, Mort? We'll give you one more chance, but if you miss this, buddy, you're never getting a call again.
You'll no longer be allowed to do other TEDx talks.
No TEDs for
Banned
you.
from TEDx.
So,
you're TEDed out.
You're outside the hotel.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go to the TEDx venue.
We got to get there.
You have your app out.
Yeah. Walking distance, it's a solid 45 minutes. Driving distance, it's about 10 minutes away.
Okay. All right. Well, so what we are doing today is...
Because of traffic and lights and all that stuff.
The game character...
Yes.
That... the tier list of game characters that are your Uber driver. Where do they fit in there? Now, our categories, of course, because we don't do things just straight.
No.
S through F.
E or whatever.
So, starting from the bottom...
Yeah.
You're already dead.
Wow.
Is that what the category is named?
That is the bottom of, like, yes, you are already dead.
Incredible.
Right.
The stakes just got incredibly high.
Yeah. So the second level up from that is going to be wrong street, wrong town, wrong state.
Oh, so we just end up somewhere else.
Yeah, you're not dead, but your
driver does not understand maps.
You did not make it to any of the things that you need to do.
No TED Talk for you ever again.
No,
you're done.
You're only listening to TED Talks.
You're not even where your flight is anymore.
Right.
So the level up from that is going to be fine as long as there's no traffic.
Okay.
So this is a character that, like, not completely reliable if things go bad, but if everything goes right, then you can get there.
All right.
The A tier is really you arrive 5 minutes late.
Okay.
That is
it's pretty solid.
I can text the organizer saying, by the way, we said mine. What's yours? What are you showing up to?
Oh, I didn't know we were doing different ones. I don't know. Like,
it just has to have a relevance of importance to each
correct.
of us.
Yeah. I don't know what's important to me. Like,
is anything important to you?
Yeah, maybe it's like I need to be driven to the void that I'm going to be dropped into. And so
is that time sensitive?
It is, because I want to get a good spot.
All right. Josh is headed to the void.
Seats matter, I hear the Beatles are there. Some of them. So that 5 minutes late is basically your A tier. Now, S tier is not only do you get there early and safely, the ride is free. Whoa. So this is like the top of the top. If we get one of them as our Uber driver and they fit that tier, then that's the best you can get. Really,
and to be clear, the ride is free because nothing went wrong?
No, they just are cool. They're so cool that they're like, don't even worry about it.
There's an empathic spirit to this individual who's like, this is important to you, then it's important to me too.
I feel like if you are in this category, it's because you literally aren't an Uber driver and just picked us up on the goodness of your own heart.
You're a saint.
That's the type of character we're talking about.
Okay.
So here are our characters.
Oh, we got one more. We arrive safely early, free. The ride is free. We got that one, right?
Yeah, I just talked about it.
Okay, well, I was looking at the comments.
You were reading chat.
More, you should try listening.
You should.
I'm a terrible listener.
You have headphones now.
It's one of my flaws. By the way, we should just look at a couple of these comments though before we get really into things. Okay.
You need that tightened?
No, it's really tight and it's like kind of funky. So this is not the best stand, but that's okay. I'll stand for it.
Dude,
where's
the button?
Josh?
Come
You
on.
missed the button.
Oh, sorry. I turned it down.
Let's say hello to the people. DC Fat Cat, welcome. Louis Panda Bomb, welcome. Thought is Energy. Audio sounds clean and pretty balanced. That's great. And also, Thought is Energy says definitely delay, but also someone said Matt is sounding the best, which is great. Heck and Steve, what up, Steve? Let's see. Mort is a little tinny. Bring up some bass.
Oh, yeah, I don't have EQ on this.
Well, I
but-
just appreciate that's just the general tenor of my voice.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Good delay, free audio. All right, let's start with the giveaway. Oh, Jordan, I'm okay with the giveaway. Do you guys want to do giveaway? We'll do giveaway.
Let's give it
at
away.
the end. At the end of this, we'll do
Sure.
giveaway.
Yeah.
All right. Mortal, have you finally get that expensive manual yet? No, Robert Turner, I have not. Jacobians, good to see you. Levi, my man, retro collector. Yes, and everyone hit the like
chat
button.
is the most dangle keys in front of this guy,
Dude.
Yeah.
like ever.
Yeah. I'm
It-
very.
Immediately.
I know Josh is like grading in the tier list he's been working on all week, and I'm like, look who's here!
Hi, guys.
It's everyone. Okay, we're gonna do Q&A at the end of this
Yes.
segment. Okay,
Absolutely.
let's do that. All right. Let's go. Character number 1, Josh. You've worked a lot on this. I want you to pick the first person.
Okay. I think I always like to start right at the bottom. That's where I live.
For you,
Right.
In the void.
let's go.
In the void.
Okay.
I'm going to go straight for You Are Already Dead with Mr. Dracula himself.
Yeah. Well,
Right?
this is a terrible choice to start off with.
Yeah, right. Well, that's what I'm saying is like you get in an Uber with him, you're dead.
Yeah.
He has no morals.
And this is Symphony of the Night Dracula.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So not only is he gonna throw a glass at you and have at you,
Yeah.
What is a man speech,
Right.
but then
Yeah.
then you're dead. You're drained right then and there.
I'm so done with his shenanigans.
right.
You know, how many times does that man need to come back and say, "Guess who's here? Daddy's home."
Also, I don't think he knows how to drive.
Yeah.
Probably not. I mean,
Because he turns into a bat and he's lived in a castle
Why
that
would-
just moves around.
it provides him no utility.
Right. And Matt, if you had the option of flying or driving, you would fly every time.
Every time.
Every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
that's me.
That's you. What about for you, Castlevania Dracula? Where's he going?
Like, do you think that he should move up a tier?
No.
No.
I mean, I think you're right to say he's the worst choice here.
Okay.
So basically, if we get it right, I think we can just all agree.
Okay.
If we've got a disagreement, then we
Right.
hash it out and figure
Okay.
out where it goes.
All right.
All right. You want to pick another character?
Yeah, this is a controversial one for me. I'm going to go Captain Falcon from F-Zero. Where would he go?
Now,
what an interesting.
he does drive.
And fast,
He drives fast.
but he drives a fast car.
He drives a fast car. He also,
What kind of car is he driving in this scenario?
well, it's like an Uber, like a Honda Civic that's
So it's
black.
not the
An Uber
the Blue Falcon.
64.
Right.
Okay. All right. That's good. I like it.
I need to get it like a boo
Yeah.
noise. Boo. My concern is that the man is used to raceways, and this is downtown, Branson, Missouri? Is that where you're doing your TED Talk? Where are you doing it?
no,
He might be better.
You know what?
Sheboygan?
Yeah.
You know what? For this one, I was flown out to a populated San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
San
a bit of
Antonio-
there's a little downtown, but there's also a little rural, if I'm not mistaken.
There
I've only
is,
been there
but
once.
it's still not Mute City.
It's
right?
not Mute-
It's not Big Blue.
No.
So my thought would be there's going to be some trouble with other drivers.
Yeah.
Right.
He is used to slamming them off into the
Right.
into the city below.
Josh brings up a good point. Frustration tolerance. How I mean, in his competitive career,
Right.
he's not afraid to dent
Right.
his car if it means getting ahead.
Correct. There's the little UFO will beam
What?
you.
Right.
You know,
This is-
he's expecting to be able to get that. So
All right, I've got to vote for him. I know where I'm going to go. Matt, what are you going to say?
Well, other factors, like, I believe canonically he's a bounty hunter, so pretty high risk tolerance, I'd say. Like,
Fair.
not really going to be worried about red lights and green lights
Yeah.
and such.
We
so
are-
country roads might treat him better in that regard.
True.
But urban centers seems pretty risky. So if
Yeah.
we're in nice downtown San Antonio, I don't know if it's You're Already Dead. I think it's one step above
Yep.
that. What was it?
Fine as long as there's no traffic.
Yeah.
Wrong street, wrong town, wrong state.
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Which one?
No, the wrong street, wrong town, wrong state.
Interesting. Okay. All right, let me get my vote in on this Captain Falcon business. Fine as long as there's no traffic.
I think that's the right. Call.
Yeah, I'm going to raise him
'Cause I
up
think-
one from Matt, and
Yeah,
and
because
you're
if-
there. We're going to outvote that 2
If
to 1.
nobody else
Unfortunately,
is on the
Nothing I can do
road,
about that.
yeah,
then he's good at driving.
he's fine.
That's what he does.
He's fine.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
Matt. Tell me about somebody on here.
Who do you got?
If you can't see, I can read some of them off to you.
Give me Pac-Man.
Okay.
Wow.
P-Man himself, huh?
He shows up.
Where do you think? Where does P-Man go?
I think same as Captain Falcon, fine as long as there's no traffic.
Really?
I think he's prone to some anger, so the traffic is going to be tough for him.
Yeah.
But
He's also
ultimately,
used to just eating everything in front of him, so like the idea he won't stop for a car in front of him.
yeah, right.
Right,
So
he'll just
traffic's going to be a
keep
problem.
going.
But like directionally oriented quite strongly on a grid system.
That's true.
You know? And
Are you worried about when you were in the car with him going through a tunnel and ending up on the opposite side of the town?
I'm worried he thinks that's going to happen. And I'm hopeful that after like 2 tunnels, he'll figure it out.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, we're probably doing better.
All right.
Mort, what do you think?
I'm thinking for Pac-Man, I'm putting him at you arrive 5 minutes late. And here's why. Okay, I'm not trying to be disagreeable.
You're saying he's going to be up a tier.
Here's the thing. He is constantly dealing with traffic all the time. Those ghosts are always coming at him from a bunch of different angles, and he's got to figure out how to maneuver. So you might have some frantic elements to it. I wouldn't have an open cup of coffee is what I'm trying to say in the backseat of that car.
Right.
He's going to turn pretty quick.
Right.
That's going to spill. But what I would say is that I'm still going to get there. And worst case scenario, he's just going to run right over the cars like he runs right through the ghosts.
Yeah.
So I'm having some confidence in Pac-Man. He doesn't talk. That's a hard one for me though.
That's a plus.
Really? Yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna
no,
say,
that's-
isn't
that's
that 5
great.
stars.
I'm very conversational with strangers.
Oh, you think
All
so?
right. So
That's where I'm putting him. Matt's got him at fine as long as there's no traffic.
So
Josh.
I will tie break here. I think I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think that he can be an A tier there. Okay. I'll go ahead and go. I'm gonna talk about Mr. Nathan Drake, treasure hunter.
Yes.
Right. I think that the danger with Nathan Drake is that you're going to get wrapped up in an adventure,
That is exactly my thought,
Yeah.
Josh. Yeah.
and that adventure is not your TEDx talk.
No.
It's a pirate ship.
That's
or
right.
Or it's the lost city of Zinj from
Yes.
Congo.
Now, it might inspire a great TEDx talk after.
Totally, but you'll miss the one that you were supposed to do. So
And when you miss it, you can't give another one. So
I
it's a
think
real.
that you're
That's true.
very likely to end up in the wrong state, wrong street, wrong town, wrong state.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Also, Josh and Matt, the thing about Nathan Drake is it's such a realistic game. How ornate those pirates made all their treasure hunts in general to build like deep, cavernous locations with random multiple switches everywhere. I mean, he's gonna find something like that, like in New York City.
you're
He
gonna
and
be-
Nicolas Cage are gonna find each other and go, "Oh,
You're gonna
sorry,
be
my
pulling
bad."
levers for him. He's
Oh.
gonna be on a cliff face, and he'll be like, "You need to pull that lever."
And I'm just gonna be going, I need to
all
pull the
day.
lever of people's hearts,
All
not the
day.
lever of this treasure.
Yeah, right,
That's right.
right.
So I'm saying I'm not gonna die, but I'm just gonna be like where
I'm
we're
not
supposed to
where
go
I
to
was supposed
Texas,
to be.
and for
Right.
some reason right now I'm in Atlantis. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt, what about you?
I mean, couldn't agree more. You're going off the beaten path for sure.
Yeah.
You're going to be way more involved in his path than you want to be. That sounds exactly right.
Yeah.
Charlie, by the way, Charlie7 says, what are we debating in this list? This isn't a debate. This isn't, for those who are just tuning in, this is a tier list.
Yep.
And what we're doing is we're picking video game characters as Uber drivers, where we would put them on the tier list. So you all can see it on your screen right now. And we're just randomly picking. Let's do this. Instead of my vote, I'm going to ask you guys, whoever picks the next character, that's what we're going to go with. Okay, so give me the next character,
How
y'all.
did we get so small?
I don't know.
Oh, because I changed
Let's see.
the camera.
You'd hate to become Uncharted. Sonic going to get you to your destination easy. All right, TNT Slinky. I know who you are, sir, but I shan't reveal the secret. TNT Slinky says Sonic going to get you to your destination easy. Let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog. TNT, we're going to have to debate this one because Sonic's my least... Sonic, I might...
So
Fine as long as there's no
Sonic
traffic.
is a fast guy,
Yeah.
So,
but not in a car.
No. Does he even know how to drive?
Why would you drive?
And
like,
think of-
this is like if the Flash drove.
Yeah.
You'd be like, why? What
Yeah.
are you
Right.
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and think if he's like, it's okay, jump on my back. What about all those
Right.
blue like needles getting into your suit, and you're gonna look so terrible when
For
you
your
get up
TED
to give-
Talk.
For the TED Talk.
Yeah.
This is awful.
Yeah, I think, but he's not. I don't think you're gonna die. I do think that he generally gets where he's supposed to be.
I think if
So-
we're putting Captain Falcon in fine as long as there's no traffic, I think Sonic can be pretty similar.
I
He
think-
has operated motor vehicles. We've seen that before.
That's true. Sonic
Yeah.
Racing.
Yeah.
He's done it, right?
Right, I didn't think of Sonic Racing. In
Yeah.
fact, there might be an advantage here because what if he's bringing one of his cars that can
Turns
transfer?
into a boat or a plane.
Hold on, this has just changed everything.
Shoot.
I'm putting him at arrive early, safely, and the ride was free.
No.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think
We hit
Sonic's very
traffic.
generous.
No.
He just turns it into a jet, and we get there.
You are
Did
a
you
s-
see?
no.
Did you see how nice he was to
No.
in the movies? He's a sweetheart.
Absolutely not.
No,
You are
come on.
Ascribing a level of competence to Sonic the Hedgehog that is unwarranted and frankly offensive.
Oh, come on. There's 2 films where he beats the bad guys in the end. Jim Carrey holds no ability to take him out, and Jim Carrey's terribly
Sonic
annoying.
the Hedgehog is terrible. A horrible, horrible, horrible character. No. I think Sonic gets you there as long as there's no traffic, no bumps in the road. I don't think that he is competent enough to do anything better than that.
I say early, safely, the ride was free. Matt, what do you say?
I think we split the difference and go on the one that Pac-Man's in that I can't read.
You arrive 5 minutes late.
Yeah, that makes sense. to me.
Essentially,
Chat, what do you think?
Every real
Arrive
Uber.
early for Sonic. All right, next 5 votes. Next 3 votes gets it. All right, is vote yes if Sonic gets us there early, safely, the ride is free.
And if you
vote
vote for
no if it's anything else.
If you vote
Tails there
yes,
too.
then
No.
he is going to be put in.
His
you're
Uber ride
already
would be
dead,
him on one wing of Tails' plane.
because I have. The
All right,
mouse.
character's not the argument. Is he a good Uber driver? Charlie, we established that Sonic's a great Uber driver because
No.
the Sonic racing games are fantastic.
No, he's not even the best character in Sonic Racing.
But he has
Who
that
is?
car.
I don't know. Is there a Chow?
Ugh.
I mean, there should be.
Who is a Chow? There Omo Chow? Maybe.
That's right.
You know what? TNT Slinky brings up a really good point. First of all, see him puke. I did not disrespect him. I honored him. And
I
then,
disrespected
Yeah,
him.
Josh did.
Josh did for sure.
But
I
yeah,
gladly
but TNT
did so.
Slinky brings up a good name. It couldn't be the ride was free. You got to pay him with rings.
That's true.
Dang it.
Yeah.
right.
We'll
All
just
right.
go ahead and put him where he belongs in the trash. Where's the trash bin?
In the void.
Yeah.
Sorry, CJ.
I think.
Sorry,
that,
buddy.
I think if you're gonna vote to split the difference, I will concede that.
That's my vote.
Wow, Josh, you're getting a lot of love right now on your Sonic opinion. Sonic's the best, hands down. I think Sonic's fine without traffic. N squared says, yo. Best is
You
metal
just skipped over
Sonic.
the person that agreed with my ranking.
Literally no one agrees with you,
He
Josh.
just said best if there's no traffic. That's where I put him
All right,
first.
I'm picking the next character.
who
I've
are
had
we
enough of
talking
this. All right, my next character choice is going to be Link, for sure. Link, I'm in the wrong street, wrong town, wrong state.
Okay.
And also, just if I ask him something, he's just gonna turn at me and yell at me. Just go like every time I see him.
I was gonna say,
And-
this
and
is
it-
the guy who
and-
does not talk.
At this point, we're at Breath of the Wild Link.
Yeah,
we're not
right,
at like
right.
linear adventure Link, and so I'm not going
That's
to
a
arrive
great
at the
point.
TED Talk. I'm going to arrive in I'm going to arrive in another country.
No,
he's going to take me farther away than Nathan
He's
Drake
going
ever
to
could.
drive up in a cart that has big giant wheels on it that has a laser on the top.
Yeah,
that's
that he
spinning
built.
around,
Yep.
That then grabs a moblin and explodes on it, and you did not
Ridiculous.
get to where you're supposed to be.
Ridiculous.
I mean,
So-
you're definitely stopping partway through when the batteries run out.
Yep.
And then, yeah, for conversationalists, that's a really rough
And then
go.
he just opens up because he's not going to talk. He opens up the Sheikah slate and then teleports away, and you're just left there because you're not whatever that is.
Yeah.
So maybe the answer is steal the Sheikah slate and teleport to the location
Maybe.
of the TED
I
Talk.
feel like if you're not Link
Ooh.
and you try to teleport, you just disappear.
Just
You don't
disintegrate.
End up in another place.
You're done.
That's the failsafe. It's like a Judge Dredd gun.
Yeah.
You know?
Interesting choices. All right, Matt, you got the next one.
Okay, I think this one's pretty easy. Ness is You're Already Dead because he is a child.
He's a child. That was my vote exactly.
Does not have a license. He's like
Cannot
8.
operate a motor vehicle.
No driving experience. All he's done is
He
play
can set
Smash Brothers
things on
and
fire
stop
with his
aliens.
mind.
He is as competent at driving as Dracula.
Yeah. This is probably true,
He
huh?
might actually be a little better. Actually, we could put him probably above because he at least knows what a car
That's
is.
true. He's
Yeah.
seen a car
So
before.
because this order also matters.
Yeah.
So, just so you guys know. And in fact, I think that Nathan Drake is worse than Link. And
Here's what I think we should do: is let's put everyone in their tier, and then at the end we can sort the tiers.
yeah, we don't have to all agree on it.
Yeah.
I think that if you pick a character, tell where it goes, then we can
No,
argue about
we
it.
have to all agree on it. Let's all do one more each, and then we'll take some Q&A
Okay.
to wrap this thing up. Josh, who's your next choice?
I'm gonna go with. Yeah, it's tough because. Okay, so we'll go with 2B here. Now, 2B is from Nier. It does look like she has a blindfold on, which if you have an Uber driver that shows up with a blindfold on, I would think things are bad. But that's not a blindfold. It's actually a visor with heads-up display. So I think she's actually going to do pretty good.
Yeah.
She's also a robot.
Yep.
So I think she's going to do better than, a regular human would. However, she's a robot in the midst of an existential crisis. So I think you're probably like that's going to wash, and you're probably going to get there 5 minutes late.
Okay. I know very little of this character. I've played about 2 hours of the game. I haven't seen her story develop. I've played about 2 hours of each Nier game.
Okay.
And
That's plenty to know everything about Nier.
so it's not. But when you take into those considerations that you're talking about a robot with a visor, I trust AI. Okay. I think it's
Hot
good
take.
for.
Yeah.
I think it's good for our future. I think
the-
automating some of these systems is going to be
Literally
good
the
for us.
moment of the T-800 busts through this door and executes you.
Maybe I should say I trust most of AI.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So I'm
Okay.
good.
Let's rapid fire it. Give me another one.
Let's see. No, Matt, what do you think?
For 2B.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's in the right spot. Again, the conversation's gonna be rough because
Yeah.
like you're trying to prep for your talk. Like you don't want to be thinking about like the nature of your existence.
Right.
I mean, I don't mind.
I mean,
that,
she
but-
doesn't want to either, but
Right.
she's gonna bring it
Right.
up.
I mean, that's depending on how long the car ride is. It's just
Right.
pretty unavoidable.
Right.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go Laura Croft, Tomb
Okay.
Raider. I'm arriving early, safely, and the ride was free. She is an adventurer, but she also, while there are other things in the modern Tomb Raider games that can take you off the beaten path, you
She's
always
pretty
get back
focused.
on the. You always get back there.
So in comparison to our other treasure hunter on here,
Yeah.
I feel like she's a lot more focused
Yeah.
on like I'm going to do this, and then
Yeah.
that's what she does.
Yeah.
It's not so much like we're diving for this. Who knows why?
I just get the sense that our conversation would be professional. I'd be like, I've just had such a great time, and it's going to be wonderful, and even though she's not going to accept payment, I'm still going to tip because
Yep.
she's got to pay her rent.
Yep.
And I support hardworking people
Right.
doing hard work, so I am for her driving me. I think I'm getting there safely, free, and her ingenuity figuring out. If we hit a problem, I think she's going to figure out a good solution.
Yeah.
I trust her. I'm riding with Laura.
Okay.
Matt.
I've got nothing to say beyond what you've already said. I think you summed it up perfectly.
Well, you need to say something.
Now pick another character. Let's just keep rolling.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Kratos, and just a clarifying question: this is Norse era Kratos,
Yeah.
I assume. Yeah. I'm gonna put him in the same tier that Lara Croft is in.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
I
He's
think
so serious that you don't think there's going to be any shenanigans.
the sense of responsibility in this man is
Yeah.
just like literally through
Pretty
the roof.
high.
You're probably gonna get some unsolicited life advice.
Okay.
That's fair.
And like,
Really? I think you could go that whole ride without him saying a word.
which would be very nice,
Right,
because
totally. But
it's
if,
kind of scary
if he
guy.
is going to talk, it is going to be something short, curt, and probably, wise in some way.
Now, if Mimir is like hanging from the rear view mirror, that would be really pleasant.
He's on the back of the seat, so he's hanging
Yeah.
from where you.
He's not your lucky dice.
It's where hanging from a purse hanger.
Is Kratos also riding with his son? Is his son in the front seat there?
Yeah,
Learning-
are we doing driving training? Like maybe
That's what I'm saying.
Atreus
Well,
is
He's
driving.
about the age where
If it
he'll
was
be getting his
Atreus from the
permit.
first game, I'd be like, forget it, I'll take a different ride. And if it's in the second game, I'd be like, it's not so bad.
That's funny. I feel the exact opposite.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
He was just very annoying as a kid.
Oh, I think as a kid he's so much more charming.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess you like kids.
Oh man.
No, I think the thing with Kratos is let's imagine of all of these characters so far, let's say someone rolls up on you and like is gonna like try and rob you. Who's gonna protect you the most
True.
out of all these people?
True.
I hire Kratos when we get out of the car as my bodyguard. That's how this goes.
Well, out of this list, who is most likely to be attacked by something horrible though. Like he gets attacked a lot when he's not looking for it. So you have a good chance of being like, you know, a giant shows up and stomps on the car.
On the other hand,
he has to fight him.
Dracula is an antagonist, so like again, you're already dead if he's driving you, but like you're gonna have vampire hunters coming after you too.
That's true.
Like that's a bad time.
You don't even have to worry about that.
It's
You're
a
already
life
dead.
lesson. You don't want to be with people that attract the wrong crowd.
That's a great way of saying it.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, before we go, I want to look at some of these comments. Cornbread Cody said, "Hey, listen, turn here." You would have that navigator.
I did not put her on there for a reason.
His stage in Smash literally has a focus on reckless drivers. I think that for Levi, I think he's talking about Ness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
That's true.
That's a great point.
Let's see. No, Annie, I don't have a Discord. Let's see. She has like a jet-like thing in the forest. 20 minutes in the game. I don't know which character that is. This tier list is hilarious. N squared, it's more than hilarious. It's amazing. Sonic should be on top. No way he's charging for a ride. Well, maybe a chili dog. See, that's charging something, man.
That is true.
And chili dogs, they not only cost you in dollars, but imagine what that's going to do to his digestive system.
All of you people are poisoned by Sonic the Hedgehog. You do not see... I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Like, I see him for what he is, and you've all been duped.
It sounds like you're saying they've all taken the blue pill. Is that right?
Yeah.
The Sonic blue pill.
And the blue pill is literally his feces. So, and you're all just wallowing in it. So.
All right, let's do a couple more.
Okay.
Let's do a couple more.
This is a lot
And
of
then we're
fun.
going to go to questions. If you got questions, keep your questions. We're going to get into it.
So I'm going to go with Bayonetta, and I'm going to say that as much as I would think that you're probably already dead because there's not a time that she's ever been in any vehicle that the world did not go upside down, I think she's pretty good at like keeping that Joe Pesci stand-in alive, Enzo. Yeah. So I think you still end up in a wrong state because you get in a car with her, and then suddenly you're on a falling clock tower in like some Eastern European country. She's fighting off angels that you can't see because she's the only one that can see him. So you don't know what's happening. The car is split in half. And then she dumps you off on the street and walks away like nothing happened. Or she jumps on a jet that flew by. But you're not getting to where you're going. You're not even in a vehicle anymore. But I don't think she lets you die because she's that good.
Wow.
I think you've made a really compelling case for us being dead.
Yeah. Matt does bring up a good point.
But see, the only reason why I say that is that Enzo guy's still alive. And he was like always just there, peshying it up. So...
I've not played much Bayonetta, but what I have played, I'll just tell you, I'd be very uncomfortable in the car with Bayonetta.
Really?
Because I feel like she'd be constantly making inappropriate innuendos.
Everything is a flirt,
And as a married man who is happily married, the three of us are all have lovely wives. I just don't appreciate that, man.
I don't worry about that. I don't think Bayonetta would have any interest in me.
Well,
hey, don't sell yourself short, man.
Yeah.
I just have a feeling she's like 8 feet tall.
You're very charming, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's one of those ones that appreciates a sense of humor more than anything.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, if you have a winning personality, that's going to be something that she's probably going to be excited
about.
She
will knock you down a peg, though. So if you try to be confident around her, it's gone.
Well, that's about your lack of confidence, not anything else.
Yeah,
so.
maybe.
All right, let's move on to like the final one here.
Okay.
Josh, do you want to pick it, or is it Matt's turn to pick it? It's Matt's turn to pick it.
Yeah, go for it.
Go ahead, Matt.
No, you guys go first. I'm still trying to pick a character. Like in my head.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, I can throw a couple out here.
All right.
GLaDOS, you're dead.
Yeah. Oh,
Right?
Gladys. That would actually be hilarious if there was a skit
get
or a
in
movie
a-
where Gladys is an Uber driver.
You would get in
That's
the car.
amazing.
The car would descend into a fire pit,
Yeah.
and she would be there above you, and that's it. Like, it's over. So I think we could just throw that there.
Yeah, agreed. What about GTA guy?
Tommy Vercetti
Never
from
played-
Vice City.
Never played it.
Oh, my God.
No. It's against my moral fabric.
Gamer. So
I'm going to say already dead.
So, yeah, because it's a GTA game,
Yeah.
you have a high chance of it being
No thanks.
that you're dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see that it would either be that or but he doesn't leave the state, so I think that's there.
Aloy, I arrived early, safely, and the ride was free.
Are you sure about that? You think that you're not going to have like weird dinosaur problem, like robot dinosaur problems?
In downtown San
In
Antonio?
downtown San Antonio.
She's bringing them with her.
Oh.
She's
Well,
right.
if you go by those rules, then everyone's bringing some nemesis with them.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
I think as
So-
long as you don't run into any robot dinosaurs, you're good.
I think maybe the worst thing about her is
mean,
she'd be so bored because she's had so many amazing things that she's
Correct.
experienced.
Also, if I run into robot dinosaurs, she is on the top of the list of people I would like to be around because she handles them all the time.
yeah, yeah.
But, I don't know, Master Chief might take care of them quicker because he's
Yeah.
just got a gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. How about Agent 47?
Yeah. So,
am I the target?
well, that's the thing. I feel like there's a couple different ways you encounter Agent 47 in a Uber. Either you have no idea because he's wearing
Right.
a costume.
What if he pulls up and he's like a Grubhub delivery
And-
guy, and you're
and-
like, oh, it's Agent 47. It's like Gene on Arrested Development.
Yes, but Gene Parmesan. Right?
Gene Parmesan.
Now,
So good.
but here's the thing: if you recognize him, I think you might be in trouble.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I also think that it's highly dependent on where his target is. If his target's at the TEDx talk, guess what? You are getting there safely.
And early.
And early.
early.
Yeah.
Plenty of time.
Yeah.
The TEDx talk might not go well.
No.
No.
Well, no, it would. He would do it discreetly.
Yes, that's
You'd
true.
find out afterwards.
Yeah,
that
you'd
Find
something
out
went wrong.
afterwards that the man who drove you to your talk that changed people's lives
But-
ended one.
But let's just be clear here. There is only one reason Agent 47 is getting into an Uber,
Yeah.
and that is because he already knows who's going to be getting in with him.
Oof.
Wow.
So,
So you're already dead.
Okay, well, I have an odd hat or an odd question. Does he wear an adorable little hat to cover up the barcode? Because you're sitting behind him.
yeah, there's a lot of times he does not cover that barcode up,
Yeah.
and it doesn't seem to matter. to
I think if I saw
anyone.
the barcode, I'd say, "Oh, you know what? My mom just called. I gotta go." I see
Really
that.
important.
I have a general life rule. I see a barcode, I walk away.
on a head.
Yeah,
On a
it's
bald
it's
head.
a
Okay.
So when Josh shows up next time with a barcode on his head,
By the way, someone said, "What's the Sonic conspiracy theory?" You've riled the Sonic fans, Josh.
Yeah, I'd good. It's my holy war against. What a
All right.
stupid.
We
kid.
got time.
We gotta find. Let's go the opposite route because we need somebody in here who is fine as long as there's not traffic.
I think that's Mega Man.
Yeah.
Just feel like
Yeah.
guy can jump and shoot.
Yeah.
He's probably only driving with one arm because the other one's the arm cannon.
That is true.
Though he hath a younger appearance, he is Mega Man, not Mega Teen.
Mega
So,
Boy.
Yeah. So I
He
think
has
that's
a driver's license.
he has a driver's license.
Also,
He's
the,
of age.
The car that you're getting into is Rush. So
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
I would also say as long as there's not traffic, Cloud will get you there.
Oh, but
if
what
there
an-
are dudes rolling up on bikes, then he is going to pull out a sword and cut them down.
What happens when he has a sudden vision and like you're just like he's still going down the road, but like he's seeing something else?
That's
like,
every Uber driver I've ever had. So
Good point.
right.
I think my biggest problem with Cloud is he'd just be irritating. If he tried to tell me about any of his problems or his friend group, I'd
He's
be like,
talking down to you
"Oh
for
my
sure."
Gosh.
Okay, hold on. Have you played Final Fantasy VII?
Yes.
You think that Cloud is the type of guy that's going to talk to you about his problems?
Yeah, fair point.
He's gonna talk down to
He
you.
is not going to say anything to you until you say something, and he's going to go, "Oh, really? No." Or
Yeah, that's
interesting.
good.
Yeah,
I might
don't think
I might
Cloud
be
is gonna
conflating too much of Final Fantasy VIII with 7 and that.
Yes, or other Final Fantasy VII characters. You're definitely on the right path. Cloud specifically, it's gonna be tough to get him to say anything.
Yeah, good point. Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank, I'm putting him at I arrived 5 minutes late. I think he's gonna
think
be
you're right.
real chatty.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we're gonna like get to a stoplight and he's gonna forget to go. And we're gonna miss
Yep.
one of the lights.
Yep.
Because he's just such a pleasant little
Clank will
Lombax.
be there.
Yeah.
And I think he's got plenty of experience with machines
Yeah.
and vehicles.
Yeah.
And honestly, like of every character on this list so far, probably the best hang. Like you're gonna be
Yeah.
5 minutes late, but you're gonna be pretty happy about it because you got to spend 5 more
He's a
minutes with
pretty
Ratchet.
cool dude.
Yeah.
He's a pretty cool dude in a way that Sonic isn't.
Yeah, that's a
at
great
all.
point.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna get there 5 minutes late, but you're gonna feel like you got there 10 minutes early.
Right, because he had such a good time.
Yes. Okay. Good.
What about well, I guess we can say this is Solid Snake. This is technically Venom Snake or Punished Snake from
gosh.
Metal Gear 5.
So many snakes.
He does drive a little buggy around, so he knows how to drive for sure. Not a great conversationalist.
No.
He does have one eye. What if that's up to you whether you think.
Okay, but
that
where did we
is-
put 2B? She has a visor on? Like,
Yeah, it's not a blindfold. It looks like a blindfold, but it is not a blindfold.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I feel pretty safe with him.
I'm feeling pretty safe
Yeah.
too.
So you think as
5
long as
minutes
there's
late.
not- Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with
Make
Snake.
sure that
yeah.
he fits, somewhere. He's got more
I
size.
bet he's got a pretty good quiver of comedy with him too. I bet every once in a while he'll just say something where you're like, "Good one, Snake." You know what I mean?
Interesting take.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't know who these characters
No.
are.
Think of some of the
Kiefer Sutherland.
Sorry.
Imagine him telling a joke.
exactly. You don't expect it, which is what makes it so funny.
Okay.
So
All
like
right,
you think of Kojima's writing in some of the Metal Gear games, and there's some really great things that funny moments with Snake that are like, where did that come from? And it's
Yeah.
funny. I don't mean you're going to be sitting in the car with say
Right.
John Mulaney,
Right.
but I think you're going to be in the car with someone you're like, that was the most hilarious thing.
I'm not going to be in the car with Sam Kinison.
Oh, nice reference.
Let's get how old-
Showing the age. All
How
right,
about-
we got to finish this
How
off
about
fast.
How about this? Have you driven a Warthog in Halo?
Yeah.
Does it ever go good?
No, never.
No,
So-
but to finish Halo, you do have to execute 2 different Warthog racetracks.
Ah.
So
Ooh.
if the Master Chief who made it through those is your Uber driver, I think I'm going top tier, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Arrive early safely and the ride is free?
Yeah.
With Master Chief?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like the car has a high chance of exploding.
Well, I mean, if you make it, you're going to be there early. There's some selection bias.
So that's the thing. Yeah. We're saying in all
I'm
of
assuming
the
I'm making
roles-
it, except for the bottom tier, in which case I'm 100% not making
Right,
it.
right. But I guess the point is if it's 50-50, he's not up there, then he's somewhere around here.
Yeah, all right.
Good.
So I think that I would say traffic is issues, right? Traffic is other things. If there isn't that, then yes, he's good.
Okay.
All right.
If there's another warthog on the road, that's when things go bad.
I'll give
in
you
the
that.
game and in this.
I was gonna say let's stop, but we got 3 left. Let's just do
Let's
them
do it.
fast. All right, Shovel Knight. I
I think you're dead.
think I'm dead. Yeah, I need to be constantly digging on the ground and like.
I think that he's a little better than he's not going to kill you, but you're not going to get where you're going.
No, yeah, Shovel.
Also, you have to ride on his back because he just bounces.
yeah, he just
Like get motion sickness.
Scrooge McDuck's the whole way there. Yeah. All right, Minecraft Steve or John or whatever.
Wow.
It is
Brutal.
it is a mine cart that you're riding in, which the good news is that mine track only goes, the place that it goes. There's no deviation.
So it seems like
Yeah.
if we're in like the Appalachian Mountains, that's a really good sign. But for downtown San Antonio,
I mean, he can build anywhere.
that's a great point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. He could build the track that's
He can build
quickest.
it. He can also just dig through like a mountain. and
So
build.
has he built
I-
the track before you show up?
I think you
Better
arrive
hope.
5 minutes late because it's going to take a little time to build that track, but you're going to get there.
Yeah.
I think
all right.
so.
Yeah.
I
All right,
just
last
gotta
one.
hear him
Mario, you're dead.
Oh, you think so?
Really?
Oh, he gets in that car. Listen, Mario, you get in that car, and then all of a sudden, all these other drivers come out. They're shooting the
There's
shells
a lot
at
of
you.
shells.
Yeah.
There's
Some
and then
bananas.
Here's
think of
bananas.
this: you get there, right? Let's say you get there. Let's say you're out ahead of everybody. Blue shell. What do you do then?
Yeah. You can't get there on time.
And I'm sorry, but at in my mid 40s, if I get hit by a shell at
But
this
isn't
point,
that fine
I'm in the
as long as
hospital.
there's no traffic. Like this is all other people.
mean,
so
that is the-
as long
the
as there's
textbook
not
If there's
definition.
no traffic, Josh, it's even worse because then there's going to be a race with other racers trying to hit him.
you are going to be dealing with squids, ghosts, bombs,
Bullet bills.
gold coins.
You might come out with
Especially
a free
if you're in
ride.
first, you'll just get a lot of gold coins. Yeah,
What else you get? A horn,
yeah,
A boomerang.
a boomerang,
yeah.
a piranha plant.
By the way, do I get Chris Pratt Mario or do I get video game character Mario?
Which do
because
you
Chris
prefer?
Pratt Mario is a very affable, jovial
No,
type.
You get
Great hang.
Let's go, Mario.
Get Charles Martinet.
I'm dead. I am dead. I can't do
I
it.
just don't think that Mario is that incompetent.
You-
Yeah, he's-
I can't.
It's
believe,
not. See, the thing is,
I
it's
can't
not.
believe this. This is unbelievable. There's no way in any universe that he is not the bottom of all of these people.
Do you want to make a separate tier just for Sonic?
Yeah. It would be every tier is how much worse it could be, and then it's It starts at F, is the highest, and it goes straight to hell.
Oh my gosh.
The void.
Well,
No, the void is.
It's like B tier.
The void is like neutral.
Yeah.
well, Josh has made his opinions clear. Matt, do you have any final opinions on this list?
I think this is 100% like
Accurate.
certified accurate. No one can
Certified
disagree.
accurate. Boom.